So basically what I want you guys to sort of to conclude, this whole thing is that if we go back to this, of course we have seen that there's a tendency, it is also called the political pendulum. Okay, like a pendulum goes on two sides, right? So we can say that Latin America sort of has that kind of an experience. वो एक बार लेफ्ट विंग, एक बार राइट विंग, एक बार लेफ्ट विंग, एक बार राइट विंग होता रहता है वहाँ पर. Okay, and we can also say that that is one a reflection of the divisions in the country that still exist. क्योंकि कोई भी एक political party is not able to propose reforms or things that is acceptable to the entire population. Okay, so when the population is divided into these classes who have very different understanding of what is good for them and what they want, right? So the business class, the landowning class, they would always want more benefits for them, for the market, less taxations, right? Free market, less intervention by the government, so that they can make more and more profit. And of course the other side, which is the people who are workers, they would always want the government to be more protective, the government to provide a lot of things for free, basic things like health, education, living space, unemployment benefits. So obviously because of these differences, now when they have elections, this will go on happening, right? The different sides, left wing will come to power, right wing will come to power, and it will keep on happening. It's a very natural thing. It is a good thing that pink tide took place, because it was for the world a renewal a renewal of the faith in socialism. Okay, so the disintegration of Soviet Union and the fall of the Berlin Wall, all those things, the world seemed to think that US has won, capitalism has won this game, and socialism has lost this game. Okay, but pink tide is like a resurgence of socialism, and it is still surviving in many places in Latin America. It is very difficult for socialism to survive, because it is true that every country at the end of the world needs, at the end of the day, needs more and more economic growth, and economic growth is how they will be able to survive. If they want to do anything good for society, for the majority of the people, everything comes from a good economy, a good economic system, right? So but capitalism is not the only way for that economic system to survive. This is an idea that is alive in Latin America, and that is also alive in other parts of the world. It's very alive in US, in Europe. It is there in US as well. In fact, in US there's a rethinking of how this function, and that's why you have a candidate like Bernie Sanders in the next, who is campaigning for the next election. So there is a talk in US to think of some of these ideas which are socialist in nature, and in Europe there's a very strong Green Party movements. Okay, they are people who say that capitalism is problematic because it is not sustainable, it is against the environment. So it's not so much about socialism, but because Europe already has the basic Estado de Bienestar, they already have that, so they already agree with that part of the idea that the state must provide basic things like education and health, but also they are capitalist, of course, all these countries, Germany and all, but they are also very pro environment, right? So that's a new phenomena of politics, which is the green politics, right? Green parties, which is strong in Europe, but we can hope that over time it will, it will come in different parts of the world. Okay, so that's it from my side. That's the end of our syllabus. Okay, everything I have talked about, and this last I have shared it in the classroom, so you have these links. You have to watch this documentary, War on Democracy, by John Pilger. It's part of our syllabus. It is very important to watch this documentary to understand Chavez and Morales a little bit better, and also understand US intervention, even with Chavez and Morales. So even as recent as 2000s तक भी US intervention चलता आ रहा है. Okay, so US intervention कहीं नहीं गया है. Nothing has changed in that regard, right? And this fight against, this desire in Latin Americans to create something, to have their own independent, prosperous nations without facing US, this is also alive, and there's the struggle is going on in Latin America. Okay, this is the takeaway I want you to remember from after studying the entire history of Latin America. I want you guys to remember that there are no final answers yet about any of the things that surrounds us. All right, so whether capitalism is a good thing or bad thing, whether socialism is a good thing or a bad thing, whether state should provide basic facilities, whether state should not intervene in the market or should it intervene in the market, is neoliberalism a good thing, is globalization a good thing, and how much should environment be kept in mind whenever we are talking about the market and the economy and all that. These are all questions that across the world are being discussed and debated, and our job is to learn to participate in that debate and not have our own fixed opinions about things. Okay, so if you want, I can restart another meeting if you have any questions. I do have 1 minute left for this meeting, so just let me know if there's anything you guys want to know more or discuss more, then I'll start another meeting. Otherwise, my lecture is over.